keep the fun and games moving along, everybody, with Jeopardy Deluxe Edition on the Sega Genesis. Let's see how we do. Alright.
This is Jeopardy!
Alright. We have Carol and Jim facing me this game. Let's go. One daily double up there somewhere.
Here are the categories.
Famous pairs, world religion, literature, food, trivia, and finally we'll close it out with clothing. Alright. I'll start things off with clothing for 100. From the French for Genoa, these cotton work pants were worn by sailors in the port. What are jeans?
You are correct.
Clothing for 200. Oh, daily double. Just like that. I can risk up to 500, so I'll do that. Mainly South American women wear a shawl called this, not to be confused with Nixon's pal Beeb. What is... I don't know.
Sorry. You know the correct response?
Rebozo. Rebozo. That's okay. Clothing 300. Egyptians believed their gods brought this flaxen fabric with them to wear on Earth. Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
I don't know, so I'm not buzzing in.
You know the correct response?
Linen. Alright. Clothing 400. It's an ornamental shoulder strap used on military uniforms as well as coats and jackets. Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry. You know the correct response?
Oh, epaulette. Epaulette. I don't know how you say it. These riding breeches that billow out at the sides take their name from a former Indian state. Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, jodhpurs.
You are correct.
Famous pairs 100. When partners Bert and Irving founded this ice cream chain in 1948, they have fewer than 31 flavors. What is Baskin Robbins?
You are correct.
I'll go with famous pairs for 200. He shared top billing on his TV cartoon show with the Roadrunner, who is Bugs Bunny.
You are correct.
We'll go famous pairs 300. With Bill Todman, he produced TV game shows such as I've Got a Secret and What's My Line. Who is Mark Goodson?
You are correct.
Famous pairs 400. Last name of tax specialists Henry and Richard. What is Block?
You are correct.
Let's have famous pairs 500. In the early 1960s, Roger Maris and the Southern New York Yankee were known as the M&M Boys. Who is Mickey Mantle?
You are correct.
Ran the category, and I'm up to $1,100. Alright, let's have food for 100. The price of this grain in Japan has run up to 5 times the world price. What is rice?
You are correct.
To make it, mix eggs, sugar, thick cream, half and half, and vanilla, and freeze with ice. What is ice cream?
You are correct.
Food for 300, please. Despite its name, this cooking contest with a $40,000 grand prize is not limited to baking. What's a bake-off?
Sorry.
No. Had to be more specific. It's the Pillsbury Bake-Off.
You are correct.
This band is listed last in the Billboard Book of Top 40 Hits, right after the Zombies. Oh, ZZ Top.
You are correct.
Raquel Welch made her Broadway debut in this musical, replacing Lauren Bacall.
Sorry.
Jim loses all his money. Nope.
Sorry.
I'm beginning to wonder how Carol even made it onto the show.
You know the correct response?
Oh, Woman of the Year. In Hebrew, this word literally means fit, as in fit to be eaten. What is kosher?
You are correct.
The holy day of the week in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. What is Saturday?
You are correct.
World religion for 300. Biblical event commemorated by the taking of communion in Christian ceremonies. What's the Last Supper?
You are correct.
World religion for 400. European mercenaries of the 15th to 19th century, they now exist only to protect the Pope. Who are the Swiss Guards?
You are correct.
Every good Muslim is expected to make one of these pilgrimages to Mecca once in his life. What's a Hajj?
You are correct.
The part of grains that humans eat but don't digest is called this. Oh, fiber.
You are correct.
The first line of Gone with the Wind says that this character was not beautiful. Who's Scarlett O'Hara?
You are correct.
I'll take literature for 200. Part 1 of this Robert Louis Stevenson novel is entitled The Old Buccaneer. What is Treasure Island?
You are correct.
Literature 300. The hero of this J.D. Salinger novel had a precocious little sister named Phoebe. What is The Catcher in the Rye?
You are correct.
Literature 400. His 1925 novel, An American Tragedy, was based on a real-life murder case. Who is Theodore Dreiser? Oh, not Theodore Roosevelt. Theodore Dreiser.
You are correct.
That's better. Caught myself. 500, please. Literature. Turgenev's greatest novel, relatively speaking. What is Uncle Vanya?
Sorry.
No. No.
Sorry. Sorry. You know the correct response?
Father and Sons. Alright. Russian for cereal or gruel. In the U.S., it commonly refers to buckwheat. Nope.
Sorry.
There you go. Kasha.
You are correct.
Carol has finally given a correct answer, and it's about time. As a playwright, Pope John Paul II translated Oedipus into this as native language. What is Polish?
You are correct.
I'll take 200. Same kind of 400. Sorry. Its fourth stanza begins, "Blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land." No?
Sorry.
Oh, the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh.
You are correct.
This Pennsylvania city has more than 1,000 bridges, more than any U.S. city. What is Pittsburgh?
You are correct.
So I have $3,900. Jim has minus 200. Carol has minus 1,800. So she's going first in...
Double Jeopardy.
We'll get underway with it right now. 2 daily doubles.
Here are the categories.
Flowers, birds, language, medicine, spies, and finally, movie classics. Birds for 200. As you might expect, the stilt was named for these long, slender features. What are legs?
You are correct.
Birds for 400. These avian messengers are sometimes called homers for short. Oh, homing pigeons.
You are correct.
Guinness lists this language as spoken in Guadeloupe, Monaco, and the USA, Louisiana. What is French?
You are correct.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Language for 400, please. Besides being a North Teutonic language, it's also a pastry. What is a Danish?
You are correct.
Language for 600? Language in which Grimm's fairy tales was first published. What's German?
You are correct.
Languages for 800, please. While Zulu is from Africa, Zuni is from this continent. No.
Sorry.
Oh, North America.
You are correct.
A 1988 Charles Hyde book claims this swashbuckling actor was a spy for the Gestapo. Who is Errol Flynn?
You are correct.
I'll take spies for 400. According to the Book of Numbers, he sent 12 men to spy out the land of Canaan. Who is Moses?
You are correct.
Spies for 600. This American spy butterfly was exchanged for Rudolf Abel on February 10th, 1962? It was Francis Gary Powers.
You are correct.
This war-torn country has 2 official languages, Pushtu and Dari Persian. What is Afghanistan? There.
You are correct.
I'll take birds for 600. In The Sound of Music, wild geese that fly the moon with the moon on their wings are a few of these. What are my favorite things?
You are correct.
Birds for 800. Mimus polyglottos is a scientific name for this bird, noted for mimicking others. What is a parrot?
Sorry.
No. The mockingbird. Oh, okay.
You are correct.
Rock Hudson's only Oscar nomination was for this big 1956 film set in Texas. What is Giant?
You are correct.
Movie classics for 400. Edward G. Robinson held Bogart and McCall captive on this state's Key Largo. What is Florida?
You are correct.
Let's have movie classics for 600, please. At the end of From Here to Eternity, she threw her leis overboard as she left Hawaii. Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
I don't know this one, so I'm going to hold still. I can't remember her name. It's not coming to me.
No, the correct response.
Deborah Kerr. Okay. Let's close out movie classics. Or let's go to 800, sorry. 1942's This Gun for Hire was the first film that teamed Alan Ladd with this slinky blonde. Oh, Veronica Lake.
You are correct.
To test for this, the eyeball is anesthetized, and a pressure gauge is put on the front of the eye. What is glaucoma?
You are correct.
Medicine for 400. Light from these is being used to reattach retinas and erase birthmarks. What are lasers?
You are correct.
Medicine for 600. Device that's implanted to control irregular heartbeats. What's a pacemaker?
You are correct.
Medicine for 800. Was a drum major major at Cornell University. He's best known for his famous maneuver. Who is Heimlich?
You are correct.
And medicine for 1,000. A spirometer is an instrument used to measure the capacity of these organs. What are the lungs?
You are correct.
That's right. Ran the category and I have over $10,000 right now. I'll take birds for 1,000. Almost all species of pheasants are native to this continent. Asia.
You are correct.
He wrote an autobiography explaining how he led 3 lives.
Sorry.
Nope.
Sorry.
I don't know, so I'm staying put.
No, the correct response.
Herbert Philbrick. Alright. There's one of the 2 daily doubles. Alright, so Jim, you've got 200, but you can risk up to 1,000. In 1948, this editor of Time magazine identified itself as Alger Kiss the Soviet Union, and it's Whittaker Chambers.
You are correct.
Hitchcock's favorite film, Shadow of a Doubt, starred this man as Teresa Wright's uncle. Nope.
Sorry.
Oh, Joseph Cotton. Alright.
You are correct.
Well, we have 1 category left. This is Carol's last chance to try to get out of the hole. Twining Flower That Opens in the AM, or the title of a 1933 film starring Katharine Hepburn. What is Morning Glory?
You are correct.
400? A Tall, Graceful Summer Flower, or a PBS show hosted by Carl Sagan. What is Sunflowers?
Sorry.
No. Nope.
Sorry.
Cosmos.
You are correct.
Literally flower of the lily. It's seen in heraldry as well as in the garden. Well,
Sorry.
needless to say, Carol does not have a chance to make it to Final Jeopardy. Oh, a fleur de lis.
You are correct.
Double, double, double. Looks like it's going to be a locked game. Methods of doing this to flowers include hanging them upside down and putting them in silica gel, and it's drying. A weed with lacy white flowers, named for an English monarch. Oh, is it Queen Anne's lace? Yeah, it is. But needless to say, Carol, you are going home. Jim has $3,400, and I am up front with $10,100. Final Jeopardy category is World Travel. I'm gonna wager nothing. The world's only full-scale replica of the Parthenon is in this state capital. I'll just say what is Honolulu, but I don't know.
No, the correct response?
No, it's Nashville, but it doesn't matter. Because I still win with $10,100. And I'll see you all for that next segment right after this break.